Hello everyone, sorry, I am so sorry. I just had to take a headache medication. I am so sorry. I only have like a little bit one, like on the side temple here. But yeah, I had a little bit of a headache. It's starting to build up. Welcome everyone, Terry Roosevelt here, and we're playing some Final Fantasy XIV. Ignore the red mage. I was trying to get him up to level 80 because of that sword that I got. So I'll open these just to sell them. Seems like a smart move. Right, yes, I need to go to the Summoner Pictomancer. Well, I mean, I'm gonna be. Yeah, Pictomancer. I love Pictomancer. It's way too much fun. Okay. Better than nothing. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. There we go. Sorry. Clearing my throat. No. I kind of want to do this. Summoner. Nope. It's not a. Yeah, I am gonna have to do it that way. Alrighty. Now we're gonna have to go to the journey's head. My head. Do. So, this is Horrick, is it? Yes, his etheric balance leans perilously towards the light. Towards stasis. What do you suppose will happen to him? Not too bright, are you, boy? Same as all poor souls corrupted by the light. You will become a signature. You don't know that. We defeated the wardens and banished the light from the night sky. Horrick was completely unresponsive before, but now... Perhaps there is yet hope. If I may, there is a treatment I wish to administer on the patients. What sort of treatments? In the course of my studies of the soul, I once created a tonic which could temporarily stimulate the aether in one's body. After some refinement, it became used by the Knights of Volbret. And for a darker purpose. Lest it fall into the wrong hands, I swore never again to make it. But for their sakes, I will break that oath. It's not like to reverse the stagnation, mind you, but should offer some measure of relief. Alright then. The Soul Tonic! Toddin stares blankly at you. It would seem the tonic had no effect. What is this warmth I feel in my chest? I feel warm. And my legs, they don't feel as heavy. Hey Viola, how you doing? Oh, I like that little emote. It's cute. Now then, have you noted any change in the patients? Notable raise in body temperature and increased motor functions, in most of the patients at least. The more severely afflicted show no response. As I feared then. 'Tis true that with the restoration of night, the corruption of influence of light will no longer grow, and yes, their bodies will naturally return to equilibrium given time. But this holds true only for their corporeal aether. Their incorporeal aether, that of the soul, is not so easily mended. Which is why those in the later stages of corruption, like Horrick, appears unaffected by your tonic. Precisely. The boy's soul is too far gone. His mind held together by the finest of threads. There is a chance he may one day recover, of course, but it could take years, decades even. would wait to find himself an old man. A fine reward for his persistence. The opportunity to mourn the life he never had a chance to live. No, there must be something we can do. Look, I realize this is not what we petitioned your aid, but do you think it might be possible we can find a way to hasten their recovery? Maybe. Nor do I think it's impossible that in treating them we might learn something of relevance to your own predicament. Oh. Yeah. I suspect the Crystal Exarch had told you of my past, that I was once a mage of the royal court of Vobert, and that soulcraft was my field of study. The tonic you administered to the patients here is one of the fruits of my labors. I hope to do great things for the kingdom. But in the end, my knowledge brought only suffering. A plague the Witch of Likes had never seen. In the hands of unscrupulous men, what should have been my greatest triumph became my greatest shame. Mustn't dwell in the past. I know that only too well. Alas, the knowledge we require is steeped in so much bitter memories. But let us return to the task at hand. Finding a means by which we might revitalize these people's incorporeal aether. I think it can be done. Where the sky is still ablaze with primordial light, I would call it an exercise in futility. But now we may have a chance. The method I have in mind will entail the conjuring of a familiar. They are able to amplify the energies poured into them, making them the perfect conduit for the aether revitalizing magic that we will ultimately employ. If you're about to launch into the lengthy explanation of the metaphysics of your plan, don't bother. I'd rather get on with doing whatever it is that you need to be done, if it's all the same with you. Whatever reagents must be procured or spells invoked, I'll do it. My spirit. Very well. Your first task will be to gather the necessary materials. The purest of waters and the finest of clays, as well as a fey lantern brimming with pixie magic. If you're convinced the resulting familiar could help the patients, fine. Alphalin, water and clay will be simple enough, but I think you know what we'll have to do to get the lantern. You don't mean... Pixies took quite a liking to us before. If we learn without company, I'm sure they'll be willing to help us. Fine, we'll pay a visit to Meg. I never thought you would be the one to suggest going back there. I'm impressed you've been there at all, let alone befriended the Fey folk. Oh, while you're about it, seek out the Numu of Plaendi. They will be able to supply you with water suitable for our needs. Right, let's get this over with, shall we? The still remains the matter of the clay. Might I prevail upon you to find it? Sure. Clay from Almarang would likely be best. Do you know of anyone who might be able to assist us? Could ask the miners at Twine. Twine? Oh, yes! They should be able to point you in the right direction, I'm sure. While you and the twins are occupied, I will see if this is a lot else. What else I can learn of this stagnation, which affects the people here. Alright. Yeah. No, don't do that. I want to get Summoner up to level 90. 90 here now. Yeah, I'll just do Pictomancer and just use Summoner to after. I'm gonna do Summoner for Endwalker because I want those summons. I want those powerful summons. Really wants them, precious. Really wants them. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm channeling Golem all of a sudden. Just really wants it. Really wants it, precious. Magnus. Daddy! Well, what a coincidence. Comes a good time. Just as Moment finished repairing the Talos and Trolley took to Nabat the wrong. Trolley was no trouble. The Talos would have been another matter if we had not visit from Master Chai. He offered us a share of the leftover building materials from Daedalus Stoneworks, as well as a few trade secrets to help us along. Clever man, that Chai News. He seemed pretty keen into the idea that I had for putting the giant Talos to work. Like a giant trolley, Magnus still refuses to see good we can do with it. You're entitled to your dreams, Jarek. That does not mean you can go harassing our guests with them. Master Chai was just being polite. Sometimes, and something tells me Terry didn't come all this way to hear about trolleys. It is a unique fact. Crap! No! Okay, it's finally over. Sorry about that, guys. I see, and this familiar requires clay from Mamaran. Well, look no further. If anyone can find you some quality clay, it's us. Saying that, it ain't exactly common nowadays. Must be some lurking around somewhere, or they're waiting to be dug up. But if not mistaken, there was a time when we used to take clay from Mount Bahrain mines to make adult bricks. The place is swarming with colors now, but if you are after the good stuff, you could do worse than look there. Alright. Now where am I gonna have to go? Oh, up there. Alright. Come Archimedes! Ride! Oh, wait, no. No! Come on. No. Yes. Emote. Yes. Onward! Oh no. Okay, sorry about that. Alright. Fly! Wait. At least with these. Any XP helps. Yay. Oh. $100 gil. Huh, you're back. How'd it go? Pixies were constantly confusing me with Alice. In jest, I assume. I mean, it's not as if we look that much alike. We, don't look that much alike, do we? I'm not gonna bother. That'd better be the only thing we need from the Pixies if I have to endure one more prank, so help me gods! Jeez, Allie. Oh, jeez. These two are bad. Twins have returned, and in one piece at that. I was convinced the Pixies would turn them, at least one of them, into a garden ornament. But no. Wow! Wow! You have the clay, I take it? Yep. Wonderful. Need but combine the clay and the water. Then heat the mixture with the Fey Lantern. After that, it'll be a simple matter of settling upon a suitable form and performing the necessary incantation. Backlug, I have a question. In the event that we had need for this spell and you weren't around, would it be possible for another to perform the incantation? Assuming they possessed a requisite skill, yes. Horik and the others have suffered so much. I swore to do everything in my power to save them. If there's a chance the spell could do that, I wouldn't be the one to invoke it. Perhaps you should be the one to do so. A deep understanding of the subject's physical state, combined with a strong desire to help them, can drastically increase the magic's effect. And if you are more plainly familiar with these people than I dare say there are a few on this Norvat more dedicated to find the cure. Is that not so, Terry? Absolutely. She's the best woman for the job. I'll give my all. For Holik. For Testament. We have a mind of the matter. I'll say you shall be the one to conjure the familiar. Alright.
Let us begin.
Oh, thank goodness. It's not... I won't have to try to do voices for this.
I trust you've prepared the clay? Very good. Now, I would have you sculpt for me a porksy. Plump, with floppy ears and a short curly tail.
Alright.
A porksy. I think I know what you mean.
I do not remember this at all.
There we are. How's that?
Well, it is certainly creative. There's
You try now,
denying
Zaya.
that.
Yeah. Alfie,
Yes,
shut
yes,
up.
I'm no artist. Very funny.
Yeah, how isn't that up to...
Pay him no mind, child. Though it may look like a grotesque parody of reality, it is
Wow.
what the worker believes that matters.
Wow, you're not pulling any punches either, are you? Jeez. Yeah, Alfie's the one who ended up having more artistic talent, and Allie's more the fighter. Hey, to each go their strengths.
You're not helping.
But I speak the truth. If successful, this incantation will turn imagination into reality. Which is why the only thing of import is what you believe this figure embodies. You must focus. Hold the Porksy's image steady in your mind's eye. Now then, as I taught you, relax and allow your energies to flow.
With flesh of clay I bid thee rise, on wings of dreams to touch the skies. What once was idle fantasy, I call forth to reality.
Okay, close enough for a rhyme. Okay.
Not bad for a first attempt.
T-I-B-G-Y.
Pigby. Pibgy.
Now, let us see what can be done for young Halric. Through the operation of the magics you invoked to animate this familiar, it is now replete with the energies required to stir the boy's soul. You need but give it a name, and it will do as your heart desires.
A name. All right, I've decided. Now.
Okay.
Go, Angelo!
Angelo? I mean... Come on.
Mother, I...
By the 12. That was only for a moment. He spoke. May yet be hope for these people. Girl's resolve was quite impressive. One might almost think she drew strength from another. Ellie? How is it, Bill Ilk? Did it work? I believe it did. You and your fledgling familiar have done well. If my eyes do not deceive, a hint of colour has returned to his soul. God, I would jump for joy if I were not so exhausted. So close now, Helric. As you are even now in the process of discovering, this magic asks much of the invoker, which is why you may not have realized that it is the same is also true of the subject. As such, you must proceed with caution. However, with further treatment, I have the utmost confidence the boy will make full recovery. Observing the reanimation of the Stigman's soul has been most enlightening. I will need time to put my theories to proof, but I believe I can fashion a spell to produce the opposite effect, that is, to induce stagnation, thus enabling us safe transport back to the source via Aurosite. Thought occurred to me about this treatment. Baylor said that when the soul is rendered dormant, the mind is separated from the body, that a person becomes incapable of interacting with the world around them. Does that all sound like some of the tempered back in the source? Well, not really. It's the face of most tempered come slaves to a primal, save a handful of cases. Or am I missing something? If I can master this technique, the art of revitalizing the soul, I know of at least one of the souls who could desperately use such treatment. Gabu. Do you think it would work? Gabu. Exactly. His condition is uncannily similar to Hanok's, is it not? The only difference is being that his soul was suffused with the earth aspect and aether instead of light. It follows that his soul should be subject to a similar kind of stagnation. Maybe a chance we can save him, right? Forgive me, but who is this Gabu fellow whom you speak? Long story. I see. His condition does sound similar, yet there is much more about the soul that remains unknown even to me. I say this not to discourage you. You understand, but to remind you that this is delicate work we do here, work requiring patience. Of course, as long as there is hope for the patients here, I will devote whatever time is needed to see this through. But I refuse to spend that time in idleness. If it's all the same to you, I'd like to stay here with Angelo and continue their treatment. You should return to Crystarium with Belud and see if you can make headway to the newly posted theories. I would tell you the rest first, but I see you're not convinced. And the fire of youth. Let's return to the Crystarium then. Finally! I've found you! Kaiser? What are you doing on the way out here? There's trouble back in Ilmore. Lady Chai is beside herself. Sighing, pacing, the whole lot. Near enough begged me to go and find you. Sighing and pacing, you say? Must be urgent. I take it you will be returning to Crystarium alone. I take it I will be returning to the Crystarium alone. Go on then. It's not as if I have anything to do for you to do. Thank you, Beluk. Sorry for bothering you and all that, but she says the future of Elmore's at stake. Oh, great. Lady Charlie's up in the parlour. Best not keep your wedding, eh? I kind of want to do the twinning. I don't know. I also got this. Probably. Oh. Well, it seems here out of the ordinary that I do not see Lady Chai anywhere. Probably pacing outside again. Starting off from the distance and all that. Sign. Strange. Let's see if we can find it. Discover the source of this distress. Found her. What the heck?
Oh, thank heavens you're here.
And thank goodness this is a voice acting segment.
Lady Chai, whatever is the matter?
I knew not where else to turn. Oh, this is all too much for my poor heart to bear alone.
Alone? What of Master Chai?
That is the very reason I summoned you. He's gone.
What? What happened?
It all began after the events at Mount Gulg. With Lord Vorthry out of the way, we all agreed that a new leader must be chosen.
And so you held an election?
Yes, well, sort of. Not a single person volunteered to stand, you see. After a lifetime of leisure, we free citizens have grown somewhat indolent. Readapting to the harsh realities of life is trying enough, but to take charge of a broken city as well? No one wanted such responsibility. Nevertheless, Yulmore could not well do without a leader, and so we decided that anyone and everyone should be considered a candidate. And after we cast our ballots and tallied the votes, the mayorship fell upon my dear husband.
Well, given the manner in which he orchestrated the construction of the giant Talos, none could deny his leadership qualities.
But even before then, he had proven himself at Daedalus Stoneworks, don't forget. He is more than qualified for the role. The perfect choice. Indeed. I told him as much when his victory was first announced. But perhaps I was too forceful in my attempt to encourage him. For shortly after that, he vanished without a word.
You believe he was so daunted by the burden of leadership that he felt compelled to flee? Please, Lady Chai, dry your eyes. Your husband does not strike me as the sort of man who would abandon his duty, much less his beloved wife. There has to be some other reason for his absence.
You truly think so?
Hope so.
What about you? What do you think has become of my husband?
I'm sorry, but I think he's fled. I don't know, but whatever it is, he won't have fled.
And there you have it, Lady Chai. You needn't worry. Master Chai loves you more than all the world, and he will return. Wherever he may have gone, rest assured we will find him.
Thank you, my dear boy. You have set my mind at ease. I will trust in my husband and await his return.
Alright. Makes no sense for us to try to have left without a word. But even if he had, he would not have done so unobserved. Someone here will have seen something, I'm sure of it. We should split up and plan to where anyone saw him leave or failing that. If they have any idea where he might have gone, I'll meet you at the Glory Gate to compare notes later on. What's inside? Master Chai? Well, yes, I spoke with him recently, though I recall he was in a rather down mood. Concerned about Elmo's neglect of industry, you see. With all Valkyrie apparently inexhaustible stores of meal, and no great need for money, it's no wonder our business was all but forgotten under his rule. But I assured Master Chai that the boutique splendors will do all I can to contribute to the revival of trade here in the Emerald, which seemed to satisfy him. He took his leave soon after. Alright. Looking for Master Chai, are you? Something amiss? When I last saw him, he seemed ready to collapse from exhaustion. I insisted on rest to catch his breath, but he talked for a while. About his concerns over the city's defenses, among other things. He made more than a few valid points. Many of our men are still recovering after your confrontation with Lord Valtteri. I am finding General Ranjit in a heap of middle plaza ship us all to the court. The man commanded no small amount of loyalty, and some of our longest-serving soldiers seem lost without him. Indeed, a number of them left. Not that we blame you, of course. Without you and yours, we would still be blind to the error of our ways. Anyway, funding permitted, I propose replenishing our ranks with volunteers from the Derelicts and Gatetown. We have a duty to protect not only Ilmor, you see, but the surrounding regions of Koska as well. And I, for one, would welcome any man or woman willing to take up arms for our cause. Indeed, I told him as much, and he seemed relieved to hear it. It was on that note that we parted ways. He headed outside, if I recall. Well, at least he's taking this seriously. Yeah, recall that description. As I speak with the poor beggars lately come from right. Say you want to know the state of things down here in the Derelicts, and you can be sure we gave him an earful. Lack of food, medicine, clothing, there's plenty to tell. We hunt high and low for whatever we can scavenge in their belly enough to fill our bellies. The folk here don't want to survive, they want to thrive. When he heard that, he started mumbling to himself. Something about finding his work, I think. Fair play to him, though. Not content with having his ear chewed out by the Derelicts. He has to march in other settlements, all the other settlements, and oh, for that, can't really say. Looked like he was headed for the Gatetown when I last saw him. Ah, there you are. How'd you fare? Have you learned anything which might offer clues to Master Chai's whereabouts? Interesting. He apparently paid a visit to the Queen Bee as well. They discussed the possibility of granting admission to customers from outside Ilmor, an idea to which the proprietor was surprisingly receptive. Sounds like he's got big plans for the place, Ilmor. I mean, not the bee. Perhaps, but the question remains, what do you have to leave the city? What we know for certain is that Master Chai has shown great concern not only for Ilmor, but its surrounding settlements. It seems logical, then, that we have consulted those within the city walls. He would want to do the same with those without. Terry, if you would go and make inquiries in right, I shall do likewise in Stillgate and Gatetown, and leave to you, Kaishia. Fair enough. Fair enough. Where should we meet when we're finished? Well, Top Rug would seem to be the best, most likely destination. Let's just reconvene there with any that one of us will stumble upon him by then. If not, we'll be well situated to research. Get my umbrella out. No, the name doesn't ring a bells. But there was a rather dapper-looking Misteel gentleman not long ago. He wanted to talk about relations between Wright and Elmore, or rather lack thereof them. Also, a great many people to promise a meal and chance of a lavish among life free. And Volthree thought to have taken more from us, scripting the few able-bodied men left guard his paradise. I hadn't need to tell you what happened when the Sydneys came. Such things are hard to forgive. Volthree's gone now, and I'm curious to see what will become of Elmore in his absence. That's what I told your friend. Chinese, was it? I'm sure all the others had the same. Not what he wanted to hear, I suppose. Because he left soon after that, and that was that. How far out? Is that the wall? Ladder? So, he paid a visit to both the Wright and Gate Town as well, did he? I see. Kasher and I gained much the same. Seems determined to salvage what goodwill might yet remain among the settlements of Calustia. The only likely place he's left being Amity. Come, I fear if we're quick, we may yet catch up to them. Ah. There you are. Terry! Alphonant! Hi, Sherry. What are you doing here? We must ask you the same, Master Chai. We've been looking for you all over. All over for you. Looking for me? Whatever for? Lady Chai has been nigh inconsolable with your absence. She claimed you disappeared with not so much a word. She begs to return you to return to her side. What blazes are you talking about? I left a letter for her in our chambers. I suppose she could have overlooked it. And when she gets an idea into her head, I can only apologize. Well, done, Mr. Chai, but since we're here, might I ask what compelled you to come all this way? We were told you've been elected mayor, and from what we gathered from the nearby villages, you've been inquiring about all the people's grievances. Safe to assume you mean to take office. Now, let's not jump to conclusions. I did seek to learn about the problems faced with the people of Calusa, that much is true. But I am by no means sure that I'm the man to solve them. Tracking how many challenges will require resources, and until I've secured them, it would not be right to assume the role of mayor. I see. And you believe said resources can be found here? Indeed. People's grievances are many, but in the course of my inquiries, I have met with several individuals willing to lend an aid in addressing them. However, there remains one individual crucial to my plans, a man whose counsel may make a mayor of me. With respect, such forethought is, in itself, proof of your suitability. City needs you, Master Chai, and I am certain this man of whom you speak, whoever he may be, will reach the same conclusion. For what little is worth, the vouch for you should he require convincing. Whatever you need counts. I don't know what to say. You don't need to say anything. You got your actions speak for you. As long as I can remember, all I ever wanted to do was to make it to Ilmo. That dream's long gone now. Just like a bubble. Anyway, outside of repaying Master Alphalon, I haven't a clue what to do with myself. It's been most days and days, you know? You've been running up and down, trying to figure out a way to fix this mess for everyone else. I reckon you can do it. You got this lot up to Mount Gold, didn't you? How could you marry me? You could go steer Ilmore to a better future, I know it. I want to help. Properly help. It only makes a difference. I don't know what it is yet. But I'll look out the way if you let me count, that is. You gave me entirely too much credit. What are you? What I can't deny gives me heart. Come then, let's press on together. Thank you, Master Chai. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Ilmore needs more than a man with good intentions, which is why I'm here, to find the one with the experience needed to help the city thrive. Who is this man exactly? Why is it he's here and empty? Rendon is his name, and yes he is, or was. I scarcely begun to explain myself when he decided his time was better spent elsewhere. Served as chief advisor to FFXIV's father when he was in office. Ranjit wasn't Mayor's right hand, when I say Rendon was the left. And between them, they kept Ilmore on the road to prosperity. The city needs more men of business, which is where I must find them. Even if you do, what makes you think he will listen? Before we give him chase, might it not be wise to speak with those who know him here in Amity? They may be able to shed some light on the reason he's rejecting your overtures out of hand. Yes, I suppose it makes sense. Perhaps we should start with Triskel then. As I recall, you made rather a favourable impression on him. I'm certain he will be one of the doctors. Greetings, friends, and to you too, Master Chai. I presume you're here to ask after one, Rendon. Couldn't help but overhearing your earlier exchange. Yes, but with Volfrey gone, Ilmore wants for a leader. Should no one rise to the challenge, the city would very well collapse. I came here seeking Rendon's counsel in the hope that we can build a better Ilmore together. That is still my wish, but given how abnormally you were mistreated there, I quite understand if you choose not to help. Worry not, Master Chai. I bear no grudge against you or the people of Ilmore, and I will not see you suffer FFXIV's villainy. As you no doubt gathered from your meeting earlier, Rendon can be rather uncompromising. He has his principles, you see, and little patience for anyone who deems less committed to their own. Your desire to right the wrongs of your past of Ilmore's past is quite admirable, but I fear the guilt you bear on the city's behalf working against you. I can see it in your eyes. The way you carry yourself, it goes without saying. He sees it as well. You must let those feelings go, Master Chai. Be more assertive. Commit to this course. Prove to him Ilmore can resolve to change. Resolve the change. I believe he was heading towards Pit 8 when he left. If you plan to go and speak with him, I suggest you be firm and clear with your intentions. Well, very well. To Pit 8 we shall go, and I will not take no for an answer. Nay, not even a maybe. What? Haha. What? Oh. be right back, guys. I apologize. I'm back. Sorry about that. I needed to stretch my legs. I am... my head's hurting a little bit. I may have to end up doing this as like a 2-hour stream instead. I'm just...
Well, well, it's you again. Well, I see you've invited your friends. Need them to fight your battles for you, do you?
No, I didn't invite them, as it happens. Though they are indeed my friends. Well, not only mine, but every true Yulmoran's. They are the ones who awakened us to the truth, to Lord Forthry's villainy. The famous warriors of darkness.
Are they now?
Yes, they are. It would be no exaggeration to call them our saviors. We owe much and more to their kindness, but we cannot depend on that kindness forever. To do so would be a little different from entrusting our affairs to Lord Forthry. Nay, we must learn to stand on our own 2 feet. And I would have them present to witness my attempt.
Hear, hear, Master Chai.
Your sentiments are admirable. Yet admirable sentiments do not a nation make. In my capacity as advisor, I once strove to build a better Yulmore. Gave honest counsel to my superiors, drafted laws for the benefit of one and all. But in time, my values fell out of favor. There was no need for them in this paradise Forthry was creating. And so I left my homeland behind. But you, Chai News, you were content to wallow in indolence under Vorthri's auspices. And so I cannot help but ask myself what manner of nation you intend to build.
I can offer no simple answer to that question. But this much I will say. It is my hope that Yulmore can become a nation which her citizens might freely choose to build together. A great many people, myself included, flocked to Yulmore seeking sanctuary. The alternative being to live in fear and die in pain. It seemed an easy choice, and sanctuary we found. As much food and drink as we could ever want. Secured at the cost of the surrounding villages. The free were blind to it all, of course. Content to, as you say, wallow in indolence. Were I mayor, I would first take stock of the city's resources and see that they were assigned equitably. Our days of reckless consumption are behind us. The distinction between free and bonded died with Vorthri. The needs of rich and poor alike must be considered if our nation is to survive. To which end I would take steps to secure channels for supplies, rekindle relations with nearby settlements, who re-establish industry, reach out to neighboring nations, and the list goes on and on.
Okay.
But I am no ruler, nor even a politician. I am an entrepreneur. My expertise lie in planning and profit. I haven't the knowledge or experience to run a nation. Please, Rendon. Will you not help me? Together, we could solve the city's problems. Build a Yulmore for the people.
A Yulmore for the people. I rather like the sound of that. But before I offer you my counsel, I would be certain of your ability to perform the duties of office.
You would?
You ask me to help you solve Yulmore's problems, but first I would see you solve one on your own. Accomplish that, and you will prove both to me and the people that you are a man worth following.
No pressure. Oh, I totally forgot to switch. Right then. Is there a particular issue you would have me resolve? You seem to have conducted assessments of the problems Yulmore now faces. I assume you agree, therefore, that the matter of dwindling food stores is most pressing. Ah, yes. Meal being neither a desirable nor a sustainable option, I assume alternate foodstuffs are now required to fill the void. And a man who hungers is not likely to contribute to society, save violence perhaps. So tell me, how do you solve this problem? Give me a satisfactory answer, and I will consider offering you my counsel. combination of measures would seem to be in order. One to address immediate issue of supply, and another that of reduction. Go on. For the present, Yulmor's coffers can be used to purchase food from neighbors. This would afford us time to address the underlying problem that affects us all. The long-standing neglect of agriculture. Villages that once served as sources of trade foodstuffs must be repopulated. Their means for production restored. This assumes, of course, that we can rekindle relations with our neighbors, guarantee security, stability of the region, and most importantly, find people willing to leave the city and take up rebuilding effort. Think of that all by yourself, did you? Well, yes. Begins a rather abstract plan, but I drifted some time ago after speaking with peoples in one nearby settlements. You've impressed me, Chinese. I have? Well, that is relief! Oh, you haven't secured my support just yet. Only my attention. Grand plans will not be enough to persuade the masses. If you would ask them to rebuild, you must prove to them the means to do so. Fair point. To which I have given much thought. I propose the use of Talos to aid an establishment, maintain of these settlements. Their employ should drastically improve the efficiency, and ultimately increase production. Talos! The Daedalus Stoneworks closed their doors years ago. Without a raise supply of the necessary equipment, these people would starve before your plans could be put into effect. Well, as the heir to Daedalus Stoneworks, it just so happens that the Talos are my field of expertise. Yeah, but that will help. I'm certain we can acquire what we need in no time at all. Alright. This cake. Let them eat cake! Rendon is quite right. Building Talos from scratch would require time we simply do not have. Which is why I propose to use the make of long-abandoned Talos, which vended the wilds of Calusa. They will need to be deactivated, of course. If memory serves, the tools required to do so should still be at the top rung. Come with me.
OHHAI.
Hey, Wraith! How you doing? Woo! Fly! Time has come.
I am doing well. How is Picto?
It's honestly a lot of fun. But I am just going to do like the post Shadowbringers stuff with Picto. I still want to do Summoner with my head. Oh, my head. With the Summoner, or at least try and level up Summoner alongside something, whatever. For Endwalker. Yeah. Ow. 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 Ah. The old memory hasn't let me down. This chest contains canisters filled with dashedly potent
I get it. I still want Omni 80, and if I get that far, I might as well Omni 100.
Ah, that's fair. Insulating powder capable of halting the flow of Aether and Talos. You need only get throwing distance and let one fly. Thus disabling them without damaging them. Ingenious. No trick of the trade, nothing more. Once disabled, should be able to simple enough matter to get them to march to Ilmore. While extensive repairs can wait. Ordinarily, this is where I would ask you to run along, and indeed, but as I said before, it's high time we learn to stand on our own 2 feet. Thankfully, throwing canisters are something even I should be able to manage. Come off it, Master Chai! Even if the Talus ain't a threat, there's still 101 other things out there waiting to get me out of here. That may be, Master Kaisha, but you didn't task me with solving this problem. I will not sit idly by while others risk everything to see my harebrained schemes realized. Not this time! Which isn't to say I may have thought it was filled with dread. Told, I can't feel my legs. But if I'm to prove a man worth following, I must lead by example. Well said, Mr. Alright. If there's trouble, we'll call it off. Yes, well, I should go without saying that I have no intention of dying for this. I've always preferred living to see the fruits of my labors. And to make sure I do, I will require your help. That it is, Kaisha says, these lands are dangerous if one not careful. I would ask you to use my spyglass to look out for any beast that could get in the way of my work. I will also need you to alert me when it is safe to subdue the Talos. Understand? Alright. Good! And let's be off to the quick way, to the north gate, and see if we can't find a suitable vantage point for you. Oh, my head. My head. Oh, I think I remember this one. Well, oh, R2, okay. What? Are you serious? Oh, so I have to... Really? Oh, crud. Well, it turned around! Oh, crud, no. No, I didn't mean to do that. Dang it. Curses and thrashes, precious. I did it! I did it! Let's move on to another title, shall we? Oh dear. Oh no. Oh. Yay, I did it. I do believe I'm getting the hang of this. We leave the next one to me, Terry. Ha! That should do it. All we have to do is... Now we have all we need to proceed. I can scarcely believe it. It was a reckless, foolish plan, but somehow it worked. I did it. Master Chai, I believe I owe you an apology. Your plan... Whoa, hey, whoa, whoa. I did not mean to do that. You, sir, are more than qualified to be the next mayor of Vilmore. I thank you for your vote of confidence, but the fact remains, I am wholly ignorant of the world of politics. Which is why I would ask you to join me, and grant Vilmore the benefit of your counsel. I would be honored. When the people behold these towers, I have no doubt they will lend you their support. It would seem Vilmore's leadership is at least capable in hands, wouldn't you think so? We should probably gain back soon, Master Chai. After you tinker with the talus and all that, Lady Chai's worried sick.
Right then, form a line and make for Yulmore.
What's that noise?
Oh.
Wicked White! Runaway Talos! Call the guard!
Uh-oh.
Stay back! All of you!
But of course I'm back. You didn't see.
Oh, God. Oh, no, he's dead.
Oh! Oh, dear.
You killed him. No! No! Oh, okay. He's alive, guys. Don't worry.
Oh, thank you.
I've never seen anyone hug someone so tight that they had to be healed.
I'm sorry, my darling. It's just the sight of you filled me with such joy, I couldn't help myself.
Oh, no, it's all right, dear. I should have just come out and said what it was I was intending, instead of entrusting the task to a hastily scribbled letter.
Does that mean you'll do it?
Well, I'm here, aren't I? I mean, not that my absence signified any unwillingness, you understand? Oh, no, naught could be further from the truth. I only left to enlist the aid of the former mayor's senior advisor. And now that I have it, I believe I am ready to take office.
Oh, how wonderful!
Uh-oh. Oh, no. Not again! No!
Please!
Oh, no. Just swing around. Oh, my gosh. Oh, the writing. Oh, man. Thank you again for finding my husband. I confess, I was not expecting your return to be quite so grand. Oh, that dear sweet man. He's going to make the most wonderful mayor. I just know it. Is he alright? I'm fine. I just need a moment. Poor guy. Quite the reception. One Master Chai will struggle to forget. More seriously, the arrival of the Talos seized the public's attention. Once word is spread at Yulmore, it'll take much simpler to gather one and all to Master Chai to make his inaugural address. Any different, Terry? I've never felt better. And not at all overawed by the prospect of addressing the assembled masses of Ilmore. As for where to do it, where to accommodate everyone who might feasibly wish to attend, I suppose the only place large enough would be the Emerald. Then I will go spread the word amongst the citizens, both free and bonded, that they will... Oh, of course my battery is low! Assemble them and meet the new mayor. You there! Kasha, was it? Did you go and inform the residents of Gate Town and derelicts? Of course I am. Look at that. Let the guards know not to bar the way to Volthree's chambers. Because what I was saying, I expect the Warrior of Darkness to attend, assuming he's available. Might as well see things through to the bitter end, eh? The doorman at the Crown Lift will show you. The heck is this? Ew.
Go on, dear.
Thank you all for gathering here today. But before going any further, could I ask the free citizens of Yulmore to look around? Tis a sight none of us would ever have seen under Lord Forthry's rule. Not only do we stand in the familiar presence of those we once called the Bonded, but today we welcome the peoples of the Derelicts and Gate Town too. Today we welcome the Warriors of Darkness, come to bear witness to Yulmore's new beginning. As you know, an election was recently held, at the end of which I had the honor of being chosen to succeed Lord Forthry. You place great faith in me, and I promise to do my utmost to live up to your expectations, and I will seek always to carry out the duties of this office with integrity and fairness. Always, I say, but not forever. Let it be known that I do not intend to hold this post indefinitely. I consider myself but an acting mayor, who will serve only for the interim, while Yulmore is reshaped according to a new set of values. No longer can we think of ourselves as divided, as the free and the bonded, citizens and non-citizens. The systems put in place by Lord Forthry must be undone. But even as we tear down the old, we must give thought to the new, to what manner of nation Yulmore should become. Whatever the answer may be, it cannot be decided by one man alone. And so I propose that an open forum be held, that we might all discuss how best to strive towards a better future. However, there can be no talk of the morrow unless we first address the issues of today. securing new sources of food, rebuilding relations with our neighbors, re-establishing industry. There is much and more that needs to be done. Too much for a mere man of business. And so I pledge instead to do everything in my power to ensure our city's security and stability while we all work together to see these problems solved. The road before us will not be easy, and I know full well how daunting the prospect of honest labor may seem to some of you. But we must accept the reality of our circumstances. We must move forward. This much we owe to ourselves and to the brave heroes who risked their lives to bring back the night.
He sounds familiar. Hang on, I think I know who he voices someone else in this game. I'm trying to get it right. Bruce McKinnon? Really? Huh. Wow. That's a name I haven't heard in a while.
Once we have shored up our city's foundations and regained some semblance of normality, let us reconvene to speak of the future. Until then, I humbly ask that you lend me and each other your strength. For Yulmore!
That was nice. That was a fine speech, Master Chai. I believe your words stirred every soul in attendance. Stir them to action, I hope. If I learned anything from all this, it's that change begins with the individual. 'Tis but a matter of finding the strength to take the first steps. Soon as my fellow Noyans can, it shall be my honor to privilege them to help walk the roads we've chosen. We mustn't forget the individuals who made all the changes possible. Were it within my power, I will carve a tribute to your heroism on the very stone upon which the city stands. I hate to change the subject, darling, but now that you have officially taken office, have you given any thought to your mayoral seat? Will not be moving into the air now. Dearest is too big for one thing, and far from the people for another. I'll retain our current residence, and I will govern here in the parlor. Oh, I was hoping you'd say that. I much prefer the view from the parlor. Begging your pardon, Master Chai. But have you got time for a word? Duh! Yes, of course. Hathenbet? Hey, that's me. I like your speech. There's folks outside these walls that don't even have enough food to last until tomorrow. And those are candle and crumbs. You got plans to change that. I want to help things in motion. Then we have much to discuss. No sooner do I take office than my work begins in earnest. Well, I suppose I brought it upon myself. Thank you again for your help, Terry. I hope to see you again before long. Ow. What a day. Don't know what it means exactly, but you do know I've got plenty to think about. And since we all have a great deal to consider, I had resolved to remain here until such a time Ilmo's future was secured, but it's clear to me now that the city is in capable hands. I have every confidence they'll find their way, and I believe it's time we went on ours. Alright. So Alphaland's leaving too, is he? Seems like everyone's going out. Everything's changing. I've been thinking about what I should do in all this. Like, I told you, I spent most of my life dreaming about living here with my friends in paradise. That paradise is gone. Something better is taking place. I reckon I won't be a part of it. This Ilmore for the people Master Chai has been going on about ain't gonna build itself, after all. Not that much of a builder. Me and my friends find a way. Make a difference, though. Help keep things changing for the better. Far noble dream than one which she clung before. And one I'm happy to say we share. Whichever path you choose, pray for your success. Well, when you put it like that, there's no going back now, is there? We've got a few ideas of how we can do our bit. Just a matter of taking the first steps. Truly, to see Kai sure thus inspired by our actions is inspiring in itself. Yet, however much I wish we could stay and see what becomes of his efforts here in Ilmore, we must have matters of our own to attend to. Come, we should return to the Crystal Tower. Mayhap Bearlog's studies borne fruit in our absence. I think there's like one more dungeon. I really want to do this. The twinning. Oh, there you are. Come on. Little carbuncle's a little adorable. Where am I going? I don't even know. Welcome back. Given to understand, new mayor has been taken office in Ilmore. Indeed, our good friend Master Chai was elected by popular vote, and after some considerable soul searching, chose to accept the post. It's a shame you weren't able to attend an inaugural speech, though I have no doubt you will see more of him in the future. But tell me, how fared you in preparing the white accurite? Our work did not proceed quite as expected. In your absence, we had a frank discussion on the principles of soul transference, and concluded at length that white ulcerite was ill-suited for our purposes. But Orianja, did you not say that, compared to the massy soul of an Asian, the stone could house one of ours with ease? That I did. And armed that we are with Bellu's invaluable eyesight, 'twould seem more trifling matter. Excuse me. Were we to disregard the invocable link mixed with mind and soul, a link which would, we did lately realize, be weakened most perilously in the process of rendering our souls dormant, as Archerite doth require. Thus, the shed of these freshly simulacra. Oh, good grief! Will you speak basic, please? Surfeit of Aether, which compromise them, would all likelihood deprive us of our psyches as well. It would theoretically be possible to channel your minds into the Acolyte instead, but we would need more than likely sacrifice your souls in the process. Which is why we've abandoned that plan. Instead, devoted our time to finding means which mind and soul might be transported together. Then we're no closer to a solution than we first began. It is a vexing conundrum indeed, but for when the Crystal Exarch has posted most intriguing solution. When our discussions turned to the transference of memories and psyche, I could not help but reminded of a technique which I have personal experience. Terry, do you recall when we learned of my eyes from our encounter from Dogda and Yurnil? I speak of the royal eye of the Allegan imperial line, gifted to my forebears through the blood and memories of the ancient Algerians. It is by this gift I am able to control the Crystal Tower. We were to gain understanding of this technology by which the Allegans were able to accomplish this transference. Perhaps we could keep our mind and soul together. Imagine, if you will, a device like unto the soul crystal, replete not with our worldly memories, but also the bountiful energies of the soul. That is our current avenue of investigation, and we will follow it wherever it so leads. While we are engaged, I think it best Terry return to the source and inform Krill of our findings. Agreed. I imagine Tatara will be relieved to hear that we made progress of sort. Then I would beg leave to relay our findings onto Thancred and Reen, so to assist with the investigation in the MD. Yes, please do. Should need of your own counsel, will not hesitate to summon you. Aha. Give a glance to Tatara, will you? Of course. Woohoo! I haven't run this dungeon in a hot minute, but I'll take an excuse to hear the... BGM again. Summon Phoenix! Oh! I thought I messed up. Oh, right, yeah, because okay. I was wondering who rezzed. Okay, yeah. This is... I don't really care. Alright. Now that I have done that, and apparently the entire party has been disbanded, we shall continue on. Pictomancer! Maybe I should get some fighter stuff. I'm not really a fan of fighter. I will at least do that. It's a lot of fun. Speak to Taru. Return to the source. Ooh, my head's starting to feel a little better. Oh! I totally forgot. I have this. The ridiculous! Oh, man. I mean, I got it. It's not my personal favorite, but I got it. Camptown races sing this song, doo-da, doo-da. Terry, you're back! How did everything go in the first? Wait, don't tell me. Krell will be here shortly, and she'll want to hear too. She's just tending the others. Their bodies, I mean, God, I don't know how you used to say that. Anyway, you can tell us everything the moment she gets here. Upon speaking with Totaro, several cutscenes were played on board. It is commendatory that you set aside sufficient time when viewing these scenes in their entirety. Well, I know where most of my time for this stream's going. Yes.
Sorry to keep you waiting. I've carried out the treatment as per Master Matoya's instructions. It should slow the destabilization of their corporeal ether quite significantly. But tell me, how fare our friends in the first?
So this Becklug's the first to lead an authority on soulcraft, are they? Sounds promising.
And Urianger's proffered solution of white auracite is rather ingenious now that I think of it. Well, while they press on with their preparations, you may rest assured we will continue to do our part here.
Oh, you're back.
Huh. I like the new look.
And none the worse for wear, I see.
Estinian! Oh, thank the gods! We've been worried sick. Did you lose your link pearl or something?
Awesome.
The situation in Garlemald has become more complicated. I was making my escape from the capital when I ran into one of yours, Riol. He thought it best we come straight here.
More complicated how?
Where to begin? After entering the Empire via Razat Han, I went about my mission of investigating Black Rose. It was then, inside a provincial factory, that I encountered the one who styles himself Shadow Hunter, Gaius Baelsar. Our goals being apparently aligned, we joined forces and ventured on into the heart of the capital, to the very Imperial Palace itself. There, we found a man whom all assumed dead. But his soul lives on, and he has wrested back his flesh.
So Zeus is fully alive then.
Xenos ye Galvas. Nor did the surprises end there, for no sooner had we arrived than he murdered his sire in cold blood. The Emperor is dead. This sent Gaius into a rage, and he charged in, blade drawn.
What's wrong?
Oh, that's new. Seen him in action. His body, at least. You will not best him alone. Nay, death will not come easily to that thing. If you would join me, then by all means. For what good will it do? The Black Wolf and the Azure Dragoon. I suppose this might suffice. Come then. That's a shield. That's a Reaper shield. I recognize that. The simplest pleasures of one's own flesh. Truly, there is no place like home. Abomination. Stupid head. Whatever he is, Terry was barely a match for him. He'll stay here much longer. Perverus! Radiance! Are you alright? Radiance! No! Must even the most middling sport be spoiled. The world conspires to bore me, but I have to no cause to remain. I leave these vermin to you. Xenos! Well, any bright ideas? Just one. The intruders have taken flight. I repeat, the intruders have taken flight. Deploy of all available Magitech armor. We cannot let them escape. Oh, hey, okay. Oh, no. Ah. I wish that the Imperial Palace would be I'm kind of hoping it is. Because it feels like it should. Oh, someone's been busy. No! But that's... Oh, no. Come near home. Lend me your strength. You're... Huh. Guardians and their Machina. Alright, guys. Are you kidding? I had so much issues with that. And yeah, you beat him with ease.
Are you all right?
Peer into my past, did you?
Well, I didn't quite relive the experience as you did, but I bore witness to it all.
I'm still not sure what I think of this gift of yours. But no matter. Our confrontation was cut short when the Imperial Guard arrived. It was then that Xenos took his leave, citing boredom.
To think their research into the Echo could bear such fruit. Escaping death, jumping from one body to the next, and returning to his own after all this time. He is an Ascian in all but name.
It beggars belief, aye. But no more than a hero traversing the rift between worlds. My concerns are far more prosaic. With the Emperor dead and the Crown Prince missing, the Empire is in disarray. Until order is restored, assuming it even possible, we needn't fear an Imperial reprisal. And for reasons of his own, Xenos took it upon himself to rid the world of Black Rose. Riol has already gone to apprise the Alliance leaders of these developments. We may leave the matter in their hands for now.
Well, there's one good thing came with this.
Then perhaps we have seen the last of the fighting at Gimlet. Though, if it comes to civil war, I cannot help but fear for the provinces. Ah, I'd nearly forgotten to ask. What became of Gaius? Did he not escape with you?
That he did. But we parted ways shortly after leaving Garlemald. He claimed another threat had arisen which demanded his attention. He didn't elaborate, but the absence of some device or other in the capital gave him reason to believe they're planning something. Lest you worry. I believe he has well and truly shed the Black Wolf's pelt. Conquest is no longer his objective. We may safely leave him to his own devices.
Well, it's nice to have one less foe to worry about, even if we do have a mysterious new threat to look out for instead. Speaking of which, I'll see that Riol and our shinobi are made aware. Though we still know next to nothing, it can't hurt to be vigilant.
Well then, with Black Rose nipped in the bud, I believe I've fulfilled my part of the bargain.
That's true, but with the Archon still slumbering away, we were hoping you might agree to stay with us for a little bit longer.
Sorry, but I'm not inclined to extend my contract. Gaius isn't the only one with business to attend to.
Thank you for your help then, Estinian. I see why Alphino admires you so.
Farewell, my friend. See that you don't make a habit of dozing off in battle.
That was one time.
I suppose we should all be getting on then. As ever, we will see to the Archon's needs. In the meantime, why not get some rest? You've more than earned it. Go on.
You must be shattered after all that hopping back and forth between worlds. Why don't you stay here and rest for a while? I'm sure Bedlu can manage without you. They've got enough science to help them, if you ask me. Meanwhile, in Garland. Traitors! You would dine Lord Nivea the throne? Ah! Onward! Before this day is done, victory shall be ours. He is simple. Boring. You think? I find it amusing. Like dogs herding cattle to the slaughterhouse. That you. Your souls. Who are you? Before your majesty, I am but another dog. Lost. Want of a new master. A hunting dog, if you should wish so. For all I know. For I know full well the prey you would seek next. What? Meanwhile, in Ilma in the first. Did you hear? Mayor's reopening Daedalus Stoneworks, and they're looking for labourers. There's talk of resettling some of the old abandoned villages too, and laying on free Talos to help anyone make a move. Free Talos? You better get packing. Steady work, board and lodging. If it's not less food behind, I don't know what is. What the? Hope. Wait! Yes, so long as I yet live, I will see that feeble flame rekindled. But you're dead! It is my destiny to see our dream fulfilled. Oh, that's an imposter. I don't need to remember all the details. That is not. Old enemies, new threats. Okay. Terry, My, what a pleasant surprise. If you come to inquire about the Archons, fear not. Master Matoya's treatment has proven effective in stabilizing their corporeal aether. Mustn't grow complacent, however. Potent though these magics may be, they are not without limits. We can only hope that they afford us enough time for the Crystal Exarch to complete his work. If only we could go with you to the first and help. Pardon the interruption, but I come bearing urgent news. Ah, Jerry. It has been far too long, my friend. Forgive me, I don't believe we've formally been introduced. Maxima, former Guardian Ambassador, I remain here in Eorzea under the auspice of Commander Aladin, offering what little counsel I can in the hopes of resolving the present conflict within the Empire. Ah, yes. I've heard stories of a defector from Galman, but never mind that. You said you have urgent news. Indeed, as you may have heard, the Imperial capital is in turmoil, and a sizable portion of the Guardian forces have been recalled to the Gimlet Dark. With the numbers so greatly diminished, the main host of the Alliance has withdrawn, leaving Almagan resistance to keep watch over the border. And it is there we've welcomed a most unexpected visitor who claims that the de-escalation may spell growing dangers and unforeseen threats. Commander Alden has arranged for an impromptu meeting to discuss these revelations. He has also requested a representative of the Scions attend as well. Though it was clear to whom he wished, I extend this invitation. It would seem time is not of the essence. Time is of the essence. Well, you'll be more than not be attending this meeting alone, though I'm not as well versed in the affairs of city-states as our comrades. I see no reason to burden a single Scion with all this. Yes, of course. Then we must make way for the Almagan quarter with all haste. Well, what are you waiting for? Get going, you two! The locks. Oh dear. Whoa. Sorry guys, I'm a little droozy. I'm gonna go ahead and call it quits tonight because I'm getting a little tired and it's already almost at my 3-hour mark. Like literally 5 seconds left. So stay tuned for announcements, please. Thank you all so much for joining me. I deeply appreciate every single one of you. I really hope you realize this. If you like this video, you want to see more content, please feel free to hit that follow button. Make sure your notification bell is on. That being said, my normal stream days are Sundays, Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays at 7 p.m. U.S. Central Time, guys. Please don't forget. I have a YouTube account. It is under the same name, spelled exactly like how it is on my Twitch account. Check it out. I archive all my videos every week, so if you see anything that you like that I have not completed, or something that I have completed and would like to see me try again, let me know, and I will work on it. Ooh. I also do have a Discord. feel free to join that as well. I would appreciate that. If we get enough people active in it, I'll consider doing a community night. That'd be a lot of fun. Tomorrow, as far as I know, Baka hasn't said a thing to oppose it, but it's probably going to be a continuation of V-Rising collab stream. Honestly, I would not mind playing Minecraft again, but we'll have to like get everything situated there, because Weiss was joining us for a while, and I'd rather not, you know, leave him behind. But we'll see, as for D&D night, we have been talking, my group and all that. We're looking at possibility of the 29th being, being our next session, but we're not exactly sure. Having to check our schedules and something like that, but as far as I know, no one has said otherwise. Chances are it may be on the 29th where we continue D&D. Whew. I don't know about y'all, but I'm tired. I'm like very drowsy. I don't know what it is. I'm... So, I'm gonna find someone to raid. Who? Who? Woo, woo, woo. Who? Who? Yeah. Let's join Cheese. Susie Cheese. She's a lot of fun. She's another VTuber, and she is playing post Stormblood? Yeah. Yeah, she's playing Storm. Okay. Let's join in. Once again, I really hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope to see you guys tomorrow. Same old time, same old channel. So long. Thanks for all the fish. Good night, everyone.